This is the iClays tournament creation tutorial. Go to the main home site at iClays.com, click Club Login, and enter your login information. I'll use mine. I'm going to click Tournaments. You'll see I have no tournaments listed here. I'm going to create one. So I click Create New. I give the tournament a name. I'm going to call it Saturday Test. You can clone a tournament using one of these defaults or one of your previous tournaments. I'll cover that in a separate tutorial on tournament cloning and all the things to check when doing a clone. Clone is real easy, but I want to cover that on a separate one. In this tutorial, I want to cover how to create one from scratch. Next, we're going to put the tournament start date, which we use the format of 4-digit year dash 2-digit month, 2-digit day. So we'll set this for December 10th. And if it's a one-day tournament, even if it's a 2-day tournament, I highlight it, I copy and paste on the next line so I have the date. If it was a 2-day tournament, I would just change it to second day. We select our tournament type. For this test, I'm going to do NSCA. The state target fee I am in Texas, where our state target fee is 1 penny. You would set it to your target fee, or 0 if your state didn't have one. Here you have hide enrollment. Now, by default, when your shooters visit the sign-up page, they're able to see how many people are already signed up to the tournament. They're able to see how many people are in each class and how many people are in each concurrent. Now, some clubs have asked that information be hidden, and if you would like to keep it permanently hidden, you can put a large number. You're never going to get 99,000 people sign up, and so your enrollment numbers would be perpetually hidden. Or once you reach a certain target number, if you would like to then allow that information to be known, you can set a number, say 20. So after there's 20 shooters, the 21st person that comes to sign up will be able to see that there are 20 people or more and which concurrent and class that they're in. So we're going to go ahead and use 20. There are a couple of boxes where you can, if you choose to charge sales tax on top of your fees, or NSCA fees on top of the individual event fees. I recommend, all things being equal, just building everything into the price, because sometimes the shooters feel that they're being chinched over nickel and dime. When you tack the fees in, it's much easier to just build it in. Also, there's a box here for private tournament. Now, you probably won't use this unless you have a member-only event, and if you have something like that and you don't want the general public signing up for it, and you only want people of a specific group to be signing up, then you'll check private tournament, and this keeps it off of the iClays calendar so that you don't have the general people coming in, because you'll get a lot of the traffic of your signups will come through the iClays portal. So you can check that box for a private shoot. And if you want to require credit card information or phone number, you can put checks in those boxes as well. This is for options, whether you allow cash-only options or any type of payment. Some clubs, because the option money is paid out, don't want to pay the credit card fees for that. If you don't mind, for convenience, letting people pay their options with a credit card, you can check any payment, or you can leave it on the default of cash only. You have t-shirt size. If you're going to do tournament, I like to have it on there if you don't mind doing it, because it starts to gather everybody's size together. Once a person enters their t-shirt size, we have that on file on a permanent basis. So by doing that, we can statistically determine the t-shirt sizes if we're going to have an event and need to know what sizes we want to order. Then you have a couple of boxes with some descriptions. Down here we can say, and I'll show you where this information is displayed. I'll say, here is the info about the shoot. And if you have anything specific you want to say on the confirmation page, like for instance, if you wanted to put a map to the club or local hotels, you could type information, or additionally put a web address, say yourwebsite.com/map, if that's where your map is. You can put anything you want on there, and this section is only displayed after they sign up. And then down here under payment notes, if you have anything that you want to say in particular about deposits or payments, you can put this information here. This information will only be displayed if one of your events requires a deposit. If you don't build an event that requires a deposit, anything that's here will not be displayed anywhere. So now I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and we'll see that now when I click tournaments, I have one tournament. And when I click on that, I'm now working in that tournament. And here I have the sign up URL, which I can immediately send out to any website that I do advertising on our tournaments, or if you have a state calendar or you list events on your own website, that's the sign up URL for this particular tournament. If you're going to be squatting events, this will be the squatting URL. And of course, this is the URL where the scores will be posted the day of the shoot. Scores are posted online automatically, so you can actually use these links immediately. If you're doing European rotation, you don't need to put the squatting URL. It's still available. If you click it, it'll simply be blank because there's nothing to squad. But those are the URLs that you'll use to publish for the shooters to use to access the information they need to get to. Over here we have I call it the green thumb and the stop hand, and this is whether the shooters are allowed to register online or not. So if I click the stop hand and you see the red box on the stop hand, you know that currently no one can sign up. If they go to the sign up link right now, it'll tell them that the sign up is not available at this time, or they can no longer sign up for the event. If I click to the green thumb, now people can go and the sign up page will load and work for them. However, if we actually go to this, you'll notice that in this section here, it's all blank over here. We haven't added any events. We created a tournament. Think of the tournament as a shell, and now we have to fill it with some events. We might put in a sporting clays. We might put in a 5-stand, a fee task, or we might have sub gauge. So the tournament is the outer shell, and if I go to the sign up page right now and enter my NSCA number, it auto-populates with all of my information, but you'll see I can't actually sign up because there's nothing for me to sign up. This tournament has no events. Now, depending on what type of events you want to add, each of those is covered in a separate tutorial. So this is the end of the tournament creation. And at this point, you should go back to the tutorials page and look over which types of events that you want to add, and we'll talk specifically about